Everybody, and welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our latest episode. Ralf Rangnick has been, has he been sacked? Has he left Manchester United? That's the thing, the wording there. But Ralf Rangnick has left Manchester United. He will not be completing his consultancy role, so he'll be moving on to full-time manage Austria. And that's the breaking news that's come out. And I mean, it's sad. As a United fan, it is sad. It's sad to see Ralf Rangnick go because, again, people. I mean, there's so many things to talk about with Ralf Rangnick, but I mean, let's start off with the fact that a lot of people say Ralf Rangnick was a failure. And some will say, well, it's good that he's gone. The reality is Ralf Rangnick wasn't hired, or the reason why fans were happy when he was hired wasn't because he was going to be a coach. If anybody thought that Ralf Rangnick was going to get top four this season, I mean, that's on you guys, right? If you thought that Ralf again, the real excitement was the fact that this 2 years after the 6 month period, the part where we come into a summer transfer window where we know we need 9-10 new, the 9-10 players are going to go. We know we need a lot of new players to come in. We know that we're going to need whole structural rebuild. That's where Rangnick's strength lies. The whole point of those 6 months was to assess the squad, to assess the structure, to see what's needed, and then you come into the summer and you go, well, yeah, these are things that need to be done. Let's do them, right? And and United do the opposite. They hire a DOF to be a coach, and then the time when it comes to be a DOF, he can't be a director of football anymore. He leaves. So it is sad. I love Rangnick. I liked everything because a lot of people go, well, he just talked a good game. Well, how many people talked a good game? How many people actually said things about the club that we knew were true, that we knew were happening? He didn't say anything groundbreaking. Like, these were things we all knew were happening. Just that nobody, Solskjaer, the others, nobody in the job had the the cash, whatever, the guts, whatever you want to call it, didn't say it, right? Then call it out. He called it out, and he called out the players. He called out everybody. And yet, so for some reason, people kind of just went, oh, whatever. I think the media will be happy that he has left, because I think they had an agenda against Rangnick from the time that he was appointed. Whatever reason, probably being the guy, being German, being someone who's not so, doesn't really care much about journalists. I think that's probably one of the reasons. Also, the media will be happy. The players have got their way. They didn't like one. Again, for them, it's really more about protecting themselves, protecting their egos. He called them out as well. Don't forget, he said that recruitment was pretty bad, right? And the fact that he didn't get the players that he wanted in January, right? So I mean, they'll be happy, right, that they could do it. I do believe it's more of an opportunity thing. I think they probably would have told Rangnick, you know what, look, we don't know, we're not sure about this consultancy role. We're gonna see what Erik Ten Hag wants. And I think, that's what happened. Rangnick taking up the Austria job, he probably said, okay, fine, I'll look for something else. He found the Austria job as a backup plan. I think he wanted to stay on. I think if and I think the thing here is, I think if Erik Ten Hag was said, I really want Rangnick to stay, then I think they would have kept him. But I think Erik Ten Hag probably was like, well, if you want to keep him, keep him. If not, I mean, it's okay. Like, I'm ambiguous about it. And I think at that point, Ralf kind of knew, well, how much of my input is really going to go into this team. And so I think he kind of walked away as well a little bit. So I think it was kind of parting of ways where both sides kind of know that it's not that they don't, when neither side really wants the other. Well, I think it was more like, well, the board, the executives and the chief they really didn't want Rangnick around. And Rangnick didn't want to be somewhere where he isn't wanted. So he has his Austria thing, so he kind of moves on from that. So it's a victory. It's a victory for all of it's a sad day for fans, for most fans. Because really the 2-year consultancy was really the important part of his tenure. It really was the one that the fans really were excited about, not the coaching. It was the 2-year consultancy, and unfortunately, he's not going to be here for that. What the future holds, I don't know. It's sad. It's really sad, and I think, again, everybody will be happy. In the media, everybody else will all be happy, and keep in mind the club and the fans are the ones who are going to suffer. And this was an important summer. This was where he was needed, and through all of that, everything has happened, right? You see the lack of respect. Why would Rangnick say, well, no, I'm going to stay on? No, right? I mean, I don't blame him for leaving, because if you're not wanted at a club, or at any place of work, why would you stick around? Especially when you've got something else already on the side, you just focus your energy there. And that's what it is. I mean, ultimately, people say, well, he shouldn't be a consultant and he shouldn't be manager of Austria. Well, whose fault is that? Isn't that the club who decided that his job is going to be part-time? And it again goes back to why he was hired in the first place. And I think they never really had, and I said this with Mike as well, they never really had the intention of leveraging his skill set. It was all about trying to save face, trying to, get someone in who the fans will get behind. And then when it's done, discard him. And that's, I think, what the club has done. And, the consultancy thing was a joke when you do it part-time, when you give him a part-time role. They should, if you give someone at Manchester United a full-time role, do you think they're going to go work for Austria? They won't. They won't, right? They wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. He would put, but but that's the thing. The consultancy was downgraded to a part-time, work from home kind of role where he's going to talk to people on Zoom. So then you look for something else, you find something else, and then it kind of just worked out that way. So I don't blame Rangnick for it all. But it's sad. I mean, we'll probably do more of. This is more of a quick reaction thing, and we'll probably try to do more in-depth understanding of what's going on and why this might have happened. There'll be more stories, of course, that will come out. So we'll follow that. But do share your comments on this latest development. It's a sad moment really to see. But it's for me. I don't know. Maybe you guys are happy. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, do remember to smash a like if you enjoyed this video. Smash a like for Rangnick's tenure as well, not from leaving, but for his tenure at Manchester United as well, because I thought it was much needed and much, and maybe things that hopefully we hope something good will come out of it. Well, and maybe in the future we'll probably talk about that. But yeah, do smash a like for that as well. Do remember to subscribe to the channel. As I said, there's lots of things happening. Things are going to come out. Things are going to happen. There's transfer speculation stories as well that are going to be coming out as well. So we're going to be here to react to that. So do subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook so you can get notified as videos drop. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.